Coming in at number 10, definitely kind of erring on the side of gross, we have the Burger King Cupcake Sundae Shake. Previously, if you'd wanted a cake in yo shake, you would have had to pop down to Burger King. But unfortunately, it's no more. At the time this item hit the Burger King menu in 2009, a Facebook fan page was set up for the drink come dessert. High praise indeed. Many of the lucky few who got to try this limited edition shake before it was discontinued said it tasted a lot like eggnog with added cream and sprinkles. Up next, the first of many McDonald's offerings, we have the McHoola Burger. That's right, a pineapple-y burger here at number 9. A warm, wet pineapple in a now soggy bun topped with cheese and lettuce sounds just as appetizing as many people seem to find it when this meat-free burger was released in the 1960s. The burger was created to keep up custom from Catholics who abstained from meat on Fridays. Luckily, the filet-o-fish was invented around the same time and became much more popular. Thank God those who don't eat meat no longer only have the option of a wet fruit in a bun, because Coming in at number 8, we have the Taco Bell Zesty Chicken Border Bowl. Introduced in 2004, the Zesty Chicken Border Bowl was a lot like a chicken taco but without the shell. Sometimes the honey doesn't want a shell. The item was discontinued some years later to outcry from the chicken bowl loving community. There is even an abandoned change.org petition to have it reinstated, although it only got 8 signatures. Many complain that the salads that were introduced to replace the Border Bowl are way more expensive and lack the glorious original zesty sauce. Another discontinued Taco Bell food item that many miss coming in at number 7, we have the Taco Bell Brownie. So the Taco Bell Brownie sandwich was a little side, but many seem to really enjoy the 2 layers of fudge brownie with a fudge cream frosting center. Introduced in 2013, the dessert was rumored to have been discontinued as the chain didn't make enough profit to warrant the buying cost of the brownie. So in short, it wasn't cheap enough in price and quality for Taco Bell. Another sweet dish coming up next at number 6, we have the Dairy Queen Breeze. The Breeze was a lower calorie answer to the extremely popular Dairy Queen Blizzard, which instead of using ice cream, used frozen yogurt instead. The Breeze was introduced in 1990 and discontinued 11 years later as they simply weren't very popular. As the saying goes, if you're gonna do something a little bit naughty, you may as well do it right. I guess people never went to Dairy Queen looking for healthier food. This next burger was a McDonald's flop marketed at adults. Coming in at number 5, we have the McDonald's Arch Deluxe Burger. The Arch Deluxe was a quarter-pound beef burger with circular bacon, cheese, and various toppings, including a secret mustard. This was all served on a potato sesame seed bun. Introduced in 1996, this burger even had its own Wikipedia page, which is much more than I can say for myself. The burger was driven by one of the most expensive ad campaigns to date, priced at $300 million. Ultimately, the product failed because of the higher price point and the calorie content. The Arch Deluxe was finally phased out in 2000. Something I wish still existed, I think, unless they were actually gross, I never tried them, are the McFajitas. These are coming right on in at number 4. Back in 1991, McDonald's introduced a chicken fajita wrap with a packet sauce. Oh, packet sauce. I kinda see the problem here, because that sounds gross. The fajitas were eventually discontinued as people didn't trust Mexican food from McDonald's, which is kinda totally fair. There is some bitterness still harbored over the whole thing though, with a Facebook page created called Bring Back Chicken Fajitas. This has 491 likes, which again is more likes than I have on Facebook. So, coming into number 3, it wasn't just Mexican food people didn't trust from McDonald's, it was also lobster, because fast food and lobster don't really go hand in hand. It's kind of weird. That's right, coming in at number 3, we have the McLobster. A McLobster meal was only $7, which is kind of strange. The lobster burger was introduced in 2013 in Canada, but reactions were not good. Casey Neistat even made a video about it. Anyway, due to the crabby response from the public and the fact that it kind of looked like sick in a bun, the McLobster was taken off the menu. Coming in at number 2, we have the Burger King Bacon Ice Cream Sundae. Call me crazy, but ice cream and bacon just aren't for me. Introduced in 2011, not only did the ice cream sundae not look exactly as advertised, some people were downright repulsed by it. The item eventually disappeared from the menu some years later. I'm so sorry to all of those people who love bacon mixed with cream, but for me, this seems all levels of wrong. However, what seems all levels of right is our number one discontinued fast food item. I am so sad I never even got to experience this. We have the McPizza. This is like the golden grail of fast food that just isn't there anymore. Does it exist? I need it. I would have been so into a McPizza. The McPizza was introduced in 1989, and from the pictures, it looked great. The problem was that the pizza took too long to cook, meaning that those who ordered the pizza in a group of people who also ordered burgers meant that their meal would take a lot longer to arrive. The McPizza took 11 minutes in the oven, which didn't quite uphold McDonald's reputation for being quick. Devastatingly, the McPizza was discontinued in 2000, although good news! 3 stores in the States do still do it, so if you're ever in Orlando, Florida, Spencer, West Virginia, or Pomeroy in Ohio, then get a slice of the action. See you there. Jumping right in, coming in at number 10, we have McSpaghetti. McYum, more like. I would love to be able to order spaghetti from McDonald's. I don't always want a burger, and spaghetti's just healthier. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, McDonald's tested out an Italian pasta style menu with McSpaghetti, McLasagna, and even McPizza. Sadly, it was a flop and the McSpaghetti was gone. It did see a resurgence in New Zealand and Australia, although it was discontinued due to low demand. Good news though, you can still get McSpaghetti in the Philippines, although that's one really long plane journey. Coming in at number 9, we have the ever glorious and much missed Pizza Hut Priazzo. Absolutely all of the yum, wow. The Priazzo was a deep dish pizza that the Hut served up in some locations in the 80s and early 90s. I never actually had it because I probably wasn't born when it was around at my local Hut, but it did look cheese-delicious. Unfortunately, the dish proved too long to cook, kind of ruining the fast element of fast food at Pizza Hut. Subsequently, it was axed, but I'm pretty devastated. I love me a deep dish. Coming in at number 8, we have a deep fried apple pie from McDonald's. Ah, the deep fried pie. It's pretty much mythical these days. I do remember deep fried apple pies, and I remember that they were hotter than the actual sun and you needed to cool them down for at least 10 minutes. Although McDonald's does still do cherry and apple pies, they're baked these days. Back in the good old days when people stuck 2 fingers up to cholesterol and heart disease, McDonald's deep fried their pies. Ah, the glory years. They were tastier though, I have to admit. Coming into number 7 of the top 10 fast foods we all miss, we have something that actually maybe not all of us miss, just the goths and the freaky novelty food colour lovers among us. That's right, we have the Black Burger King burger. Why? Why are they black? Some Burger King branches, including some in the UK and Japan, had special Halloween burgers, and they were very black. Some people love this, some people were very off-put by this, and for me, I kind of took issue with the fact that they had black cheese. Yes, black cheese. Using squid ink and a bamboo charcoal infused bun, this was one really dark burger. For some people, it's just all about the novelty. Coming into number 6, we have McFish Bites. I would actually really like it if these came back, because I've recently gone pescatarian and I mean, fish bites. If you could have McChicken nuggets, why can't you have McFish? The McFish Bite was a glory that was introduced in the 2013 era, way back then, and it was quickly pulled when sales fell flat. Made of Alaskan pollock, the healthier option snack just wasn't a goer. Coming into number 5, we have the Burger King Shake 'em Up fries. Ah, 2002, where have you gone? And why did you take the Shake 'em Up fries with you? Shake 'em Up fries were chips sold with the little packets of flavouring that you could mix in. McDonald's actually used to do something really similar, and I for one really enjoyed making my chips cheesy. Coming into number 4, we have the Mc Hot Dog. Absolute Mc, yes. Why is it always about burgers with these guys? I mean, sometimes the honey just needs the sausage. In the 90s, some UK and American stores sold hot dogs, although they just didn't prove a hit. Apparently you can still buy them in Tokyo though. I guess in a lot of places in the US you're never too far from a hot dog stand, but the good people of the United Kingdom need a dog. Coming into number 3, we have Burger King Cine Minis. Cine Winnies, that's what I say. These babies had a cute little advert back in 1998 and they were only 99 cents and they had a sugary dipping sauce that you could dunk them in. To be honest though, I have to say Cinnabon does do it better, which is probably why these never really took off. Coming into number 2, we have the McSupersize. I mean, some people ruined all the fun by eating way too many McSupersize meals and getting, heart disease. But for me, it was always nice to know that it was an option if I was really hungry. Ever since Morgan Spurlock put the spotlight on supersized meals in the documentary Super Size Me, people were kind of outraged at the calorie intake on offer. This led to McDonald's cancelling their supersized menu, which, some people were pretty sad about. Finally, a recent addition that has divided opinions, recently discontinued, we have the Starbucks Unicorn Frappuccino. For a limited period, Starbucks offered what was largely half ice cream, half drink, the Unicorn Frappuccino. It was literally all over social media, although a lot of people were saying it was a lot prettier than it was tasty. Katy Perry even spat hers out. Some people loved it and raved about it, while others absolutely couldn't stand it. Unicorns didn't like it either. There's actually a news report of unicorns being really pissed off about it.
Those unicorns who have sold their blood are an absolute disgrace to the unicorn name, and all of us here in the Forbidden Forest think so.
You can't please everyone, but I don't know. They looked kinda nasty. Coming in at number 10, we have the McMighty Wings. McDonald's and chicken don't really go hand in hand when there are better outlets that focus on providing great fast food chicken. But that said, the Mighty Wing sounds like it would have been reasonably legit. The Mighty Wing sold itself as spicy, bold and delicious, and they were released in 1990. Discontinued 13 years later, the food giants took the dish off the menu due to poor sales. Coming in at number 9, we have the Taco Bell XXL Chalupa. So being from the UK, Taco Bell was kind of new to me. I'd actually never tried one until I moved to Canada, so I'd never had the chance to even experience this. Apparently the XXL Chalupa was a huge taco with square ends to stop all of the goodness falling out. It was kind of like a boat sort of thing, a boat filled with meat. Weird. So the chalupa came out for a limited time in 2010 but was subsequently discontinued. The taco had beef, cheese, salsa, sour cream, fiesta salsa and tortilla strips in it. So this next discontinued dish was very controversial. We have the McAfrica burger at number 8. The McAfrica was a themed burger released for the Olympics which was supposed to promote African flavors. At the time of the release in 2002, there was actually major famines in large parts of Africa which many found to be insensitive and downright distasteful. In the end, the burger ran for its intended promotional period, but did offer aid to African countries in response. More McDonald's up at number 7, we have the McSalad Shakers. McDonald's continually come across the same issue with health food products. Nobody goes to McDonald's to buy healthy snacks. For this reason, the McSalad Shakers were an absolute flop, even if they looked kinda cool in milkshake style plastic cups. Same story, different day at number 6, we have the McLean Burger. The McLean Deluxe Burger was rolled out in 1991 as a healthier option burger. So it was 91% fat free, which does sound good if you still want to enjoy a burger and go to McDonald's. This burger had 10 grams of fat compared to the usual 26 grams. Basically, instead of loads and loads of meat, McDonald's mixed their patties with seaweed, which basically meant that a lot of people hated the taste. Some people even dubbed it the McFlopper. McBummer. Sorely missed by many at number 5, we have KFC Snackers, often called Chicken Littles. For those not wanting to eat a full-out chicken sandwich, the Snackers were a good and low-budget option. Available in the late 80s and early 90s, people really missed these small tasty treats. There's even a Facebook page out there called Bring Back the KFC Buffalo Snackers. You do actually kind of get something a bit like these days in the $5 fill-ups, but many say they just aren't the same. Okay, now these I would absolutely love back on the menu. Coming in at number 4, we have McDonald's Onion Nuggets. These little beauties were the shape of chicken nuggets, but were actually deep fried onion bits. To me, I love onion, it sounds great. The onion nugget was released into the value menu in the 1970s, but quickly disappeared. Apparently some do still exist in a preserved condition in a climate controlled room in Illinois, but I for one can really live without 40-year-old onion. Ugh. I am all about bringing these back at number 3. We have the Burger King mozzarella sticks. These were live and kicking in 2014, and while some stores do still sell them, they are not widely available. And this makes me sad because I need me a mozzarella stick. Although my ever-expanding butt may disagree, but mozzarella. Yum. Coming into number 2, this menu item started as an April Fool's joke. We have the original Double Down KFC sandwich. Chicken instead of bread. Now for Colonel lovers, this is the absolute dream. In between pieces of delicious chicken, there was cheese, bacon, and the zinger sauce. Introduced Introduced in 2010 following a spoof post for April Fools, demand was so high that the powers that be made this sandwich a reality. Unfortunately, it was discontinued after a while, although it did make it back for a limited time period in many countries. I say bring him back. Bring him back. Honey needs herself some chicken. Okay, finally at number 1, this hot sauce sold like hotcakes and was recently sold for nearly $15,000. That's right guys, I am talking about the McDonald's Szechuan sauce. This discontinued sauce has seen a resurgence in popularity thanks to Rick and Morty, and a pack from 1998 sold on eBay for $14,700. Why somebody who'd been holding on to a sauce for nearly 20 years? I don't know. Gross. McDonald's had a hilarious exchange on Twitter with Rick and Morty over the sauce, which was great, and they've even said they will never say never in terms of bringing it back. Boom shakalaka, get me that Szechuan. Coming in at number 10, we have Burger King Satisfries. Satisfries were a lower calorie french fry, or chips as my fellow Brits would say, and these were delicious and crinkle cut. I love me a crinkle cut. I also very much enjoy the word crinkle. Crinkle. For some reason, the Satisfries were not satisfying to customers, who dubbed them the Saddest Fries. Sadly, they were discontinued in 2014. Coming in at number 9, this next offering from Burger King I would have been all over. It is the Burger King enormous omelette sandwich. Burger King has kind of struggled to compete with McDonald's when it comes to breakfasts. The enormous omelette was released in 2005 in a bid to gain footfall from the early morning crowd. Kind of sadly, it had a whopping 47 grams of fat, and the sandwich was a huge omelette in a bun with sausage patties and cheese. They were really actually kind of playing fast and loose with the definition of omelette though. It was more like your classic fast food solid scrambled egg, which I think is kind of gross. High in fat, low in customer satisfaction, this baby was eventually axed. Coming in at number 8, we have the Volcano Taco from Taco Bell. Due to the success of the Dorito Locos Taco, the Volcano Taco was axed. The taco was released in 2008 and was served in a fiery red taco shell and was stuffed with beef, lettuce, and lava sauce. This was like a spicy nacho cheese. Ultimately, the fiery Dorito version managed to usurp the golden oldie in 2013. Burger King tacos are coming in at number 7. Wait, what? Burger King tacos? Since when? In 2010, Burger King introduced tacos at some participating locations. They actually had already done this back in the early noughties, and they came back with a bang in 2010. I'm even hearing whisperings of some locations offering them now, although this definitely is not a regular menu item. I for one am kind of baffled by the prospect of the king of burgers making tacos. I mean, stick to the day job. A sweet treat at number 6, we have the Starbucks Chantico. The what? Sorry? Guys, Starbucks used to have a drinkable dessert, and it was a huge failure. It was also, like, a tiny bit gross. The Chantico was a liquid chocolate drink that was sure to make you feel sick if you drank it all. It seems like the kind of chocolate that you would dip churros in, except there were no churros, just liquid chocolate and a whole load of phlegm. Coming into number 5, we have Wendy's Fresh Stuffed Pittas. In 1997, Wendy's pioneered a healthier eating menu with their Fresh Stuffed Pittas. They had 3 variants: Chicken Caesar, Classic Greek, and Garden Veggie, and not only were they healthier than a burger, they were cheaper. After around 3 years on the menu, the pitta was sadly discontinued, which upset many people. Although McDonald's and other chains have snack wraps, I'm told that the Wendy's pitta was much better. Coming in at number 4, we have the Burger King Pumpkin Burger. I mean, you gotta get on that pumpkin flavor train. I mean, you just do. Now this baby came out in Japan and had a sauce made with almonds, cashews, hazelnuts, and peanuts. These nuts! I'm such a geek. It sounds delicious. Fans could also order the pumpkin bomb, which was 10 extra slices of pumpkin, which, I don't know, is that too much pumpkin? My Japanese friends tell me that this burger is no more, and sadly, it never spread across the rest of the world. Coming in at number 3, we have Wendy's Super Bar. As far as I'm aware, we don't have any Wendy's in the UK, but my North American friends love a bit of Wendy's and often hark back to the Super Bar era. This was a time when Wendy's had a cultural food buffet with delights from Mexico and Italy. They also had really big selections of salads, so cool. The Super Bar allowed you to load as much onto your plate as you wanted for just $2.99. Sadly for some, it is no more. Coming in at number 2, we have the McDonald's hot mustard sauce. Not quite as in demand as the Szechuan sauce, but a lot of people are pretty devastated that McDonald's no longer serves up its hot mustard sauce. I have to say though guys, there is a Facebook fan page for the sauce, but sadly the fast food giants didn't listen. They began discontinuing it between 2012 and 2014. These days you'll be hard pushed to find a place that serves it. The sauce is perfect for dipping chicken in, but was removed, and I quote, because of its slow moving performance. Boo. Finally at number 1, remember when McDonald's were trying to be super classy? If so, you'll remember the Angus burger. In 2013, McDonald's discontinued the Angus burger, which had been one of the company's priciest burgers since it was introduced in 2009. The move came basically because the fast food industry was beginning to suffer and they wanted to play up the value of their dollar menu to fend off competitors. This is kind of a full-on reversal as to why the product was introduced in the first place. At the time, they thought that a classier option with better cuts of beef would really be beneficial to their brand. It was just too expensive though. Coming in at number 10, we have the Pizza Hut triple-decker pizza box. This sweet contraption was a flash in the pan for the holiday season in 2015. Like absolute 10 out of 10 for design and excellent use of space. The triple-decker pizza box had 2 layers of pizza and then a layer with a dessert cookie pizza and breadsticks. It was only $19.99 too, which, I mean, yum. 3 layers of yum actually. Where did this go? Coming in at number 9, we have the Burger King Yumbo. The 1970s were a great time. Lava lamps, flared trousers, mustard tones, and the Yumbo, which was, you know, Yumbo. The Yumbo was a Burger King sandwich comprised of hot ham and cheese. This beauty graced the menus from 1968 to 1974. This then sadly laid in the graveyard of forgotten food items for 40 years, but then Burger King did a promotional throwback in 2014 and the honey was back. Since then though, it's been put back to pasture, which is sad. See you in another 40 years, my friend. I'm actually gonna start some kind of angry revolution or stampede if I have to wait 40 years for our next discontinued food item. In at number 8, we have the Burger King Cheesy Tots. I love me a cheesy tot. Yum, get me the cheesy tot, get me the cheesy tot. I could make a song about it and maybe I will. Burger King used to sell a combination of potato tots and cheese, but sadly they were discontinued in 2009. These were so tasty and came with a little dipping sauce, which is always happy times. So many people were absolutely devastated when they went away that Burger King even brought them back for a limited time in 2016, but these days they're not found on many Burger King menus. Bring them back. Bring back the cheesy tot. Maybe I need to do this. I need to do this song. So you've heard of the BLT, but have you heard of the McDLT? No? Well, you're about to learn about it at number 7. Instead of bacon, lettuce, and tomato, the usual lineup in a BLT, the McDLT was a McDonald's burger with lettuce and tomato. It came served in a styrofoam box, which gave it a cool look but a very environmentally unsound edge. The styrofoam separated the meat from the veg, which sounds like a euphemism, but it isn't. It's just the facts. It was also a huge waste of space that used up 2 containers when 1 would have sufficed. Coming in at number 6, we have the Burger King Buddies. These were introduced in 1987 and then discontinued after just a few months. These came in a little carton and were like burger sliders to share with your friends. Rumour has it that unfortunately these little patties would slip through the broilers, meaning loss of product. Despite high demand, especially from teenagers, this technical issue made it not worthwhile to keep them in existence. Coming in at number 5, we have the Taco Bell Bell Beefer. Taco Bell frequently uses the slogan "Think outside the bun," although this didn't stop them from firmly thinking inside the bun in the 80s when they made the Bell Beefer. Basically everything that goes into a taco, ground beef, cheese, lettuce, it was all put in a bun like a sloppy joe. The sandwich was soon discontinued, but some loyal fans were pissed. Less of a discontinued food item, but more of a discontinued food concept. I'm pretty sure that actually nobody misses this, but I really felt like I had to put it on my list. Coming in at number 4, we have Pasta Hut. What started as an April Fool's in the United States in 2008 turned into an actual real-life situation in October of the same year in the United Kingdom. Pizza Hut replaced all of their signs to say Pasta Hut along with all of their marketing for about a month or so as they played up the pasta areas of their menu. Luckily, this nonsense lasted only a few weeks until Pizza Hut was back where it should stay. Coming in at number 3, we have the Taco Bell Kids Meal. Taco Bell dropped their kids meals in 2013. Previously, kids got a taco, cinnamon twist, and a fruit punch, and a toy. These days, they get absolutely nothing. Some nutritionists are hailing it as a good decision because it means there's less fast food aimed at children. Others, however, are suggesting it's more about money and marketing costs. Taco Bell themselves have hinted at the fact that they would like to focus on marketing to millennials, so it just means the kids have to suffer and get no toys. Coming in at number 2, we have McDonald's chocolate chip cookies. Guys, McDonald's used to sell cookies, and not like the big cookie that they sometimes sell today, like little cookies that came in a little box. I want to say a little box filled with joy, like a joy box. Hooray! Sadly, this little box of joy is no longer in existence, which I think is like a sad thing. Finally, at number 1, we have the McDonald's steak burger. An advert from the 1970s shows a McDonald's beefsteak sandwich grilled to juicy perfection. It was also garnished with fresh onions and came with a steak sauce, which apparently was great. Back then, you could get onion nuggets too, which, if you remember from a previous list, onion nuggets were so there. Steak burger, onion nuggets. Coming in at number 10, we have the quad pizza at Pizza Hut. I personally think that a square pizza is an abomination to all pizzas, so I don't miss this, but a lot of people do. Back in the early 2000s, UK branches of Pizza Hut wanged out a 4-cornered, 4-toppinged pizza, and they also had like a really awful Pop Idol audition-y in the advert. It was cringe. Following that, they also had the 4 judges of Pop Idol in the commercial as they split the pizza according to their 4 tastes. The problem with the quad was that the toppings were pre-selected: Veggie Supreme, Meat Feast, Super Supreme, and Spicy Hot. If you could select any 4 toppings, I might be slightly more down for a pizza with 90-degree angles, but other than that, no. Something I am up for though, coming in at number 9, we have the cherry dipped cone from Dairy Queen. For myself and my European and Australian friends, we will never have indulged in the delights of the cherry dipped cone because Dairy Queen isn't really a huge thing where we live. It's pretty much mostly a North American and some places in Asia kind of thing. The pictures of these ice creams look very Instagrammable, which is very important to the ice cream guzzlers of today. I mean, the question is, you didn't really have an ice cream unless you've snapped it, am I right? These cherry dipped treats were really popular in the 1970s, although today very small numbers of Dairy Queens actually still have them. I think it's a crying shame. They should be everywhere. Cherry dip me that ice cream. Coming in at number 8, we have Sonic's Piccolos. I love me a fried pickle. Although I've never been to a Sonic, apparently it's an American food chain that used to peddle deep fried pickles in the 1960s. After the 60s though, they were discontinued. Sonic did bring them back in 2003, but customers weren't really feeling them, so they were discontinued again. I feel like shame on you if you discontinue a pickle once, but shame on the pickle if the pickle's discontinued twice. Makes sense. Coming in at number 7, we have the McDonald's Cheddar Melt. It's always a really sad day when cheese-focused fast food menu items disappear. Many are still in mourning over the loss of the McDonald's Cheddar Melt. The Cheddar Melt was a quarter pounder with, and I quote here, real cheese. This real cheese came in the form of a saucy topping piled high on a toasted light rye bun. The Cheddar Melts were introduced as a limited time only menu item in 1988, but they did make a few reappearances in the 90s and early noughties. Coming in at number 6, we have the KFC boneless honey barbecue wings. It seems like this one was pretty under the radar, but KFC quietly axed their boneless honey barbecue wings, and when people realized, they were kind of pissed about it. It seems like they started being withdrawn from menus in 2010 and then were completely gone by 2015. These little wings were drenched in honey barbecue sauce and boasted 3 layers of flavor. Coming in at number 5, we have Kentucky Grilled Chicken. Wait, what? Nobody goes to KFC to be healthy, do they? No. Apparently not actually, as Kentucky Grilled Chicken bombed in almost all outlets, meaning wide-scale withdrawal from menus. Despite being significantly healthier than a bucket of fried chicken, people were just not into ordering grilled chicken by the bucket, and I kind of understand. I guess places like Nando's do it better. Introduced in 2009, grilled chicken has been phased out since 2011. Coming in at number 4, we have Jack in the Box Frings. I had no idea what these were because I didn't grow up in fast food land like my North American friends, but apparently these would be really tasty. That's right, the best you would get in the UK in the 90s was a Wimpy on a plate, which I am still missing. Apparently we were missing out though because in the States, at popular fast food chain Jack in the Box, there was something called Frings. Now these were a glorious combination combination of fries and onion rings. I would have loved this because I hate having to choose between sides. I'd much rather have the best of both worlds on one plate. Also, the 1979 commercial for the Frings is an absolute thing of beauty. Sadly though, this inspired invention was phased out in the early 80s due to a lackluster uptake. I like to think that Breaking Bad's Gustavo Fring was actually named after the tasty snack, but that is just speculation. Oh really? This just in from producer Liam. Harvey's apparently sell Frings, so maybe I'll get there. Coming in at number 3, Taco Bell's seafood salad. In 1986, Taco Bell released their seafood salad taco. This was fresh vegetables, shrimp, whitefish, and star crab in a taco shell. To me, this all sounds delicious, although what doesn't sound delicious is food poisoning. Apparently this menu item was discontinued due to an alarming number of food poisoning reports, so boo. Another Taco Bell offering at number 2, and one that I'm really sad that I missed out on, we have the Taco Bell Ghost Pepper Daredevil Gorillas. I love spice. I can handle spice, like get me that sweet spice. All day, every day. If I'd known that Taco Bell once had a taco with ghost pepper sauce, I would have been straight there, but sadly, I missed out. There was even a petition on change.org to bring it back, which I am so signing. Sadly, these beauties were a flash in the pan in 2015. They lived the classic social media life curve. New product released, new product Instagrammed, new product reacted to by YouTubers, new product discontinued. Farewell my spicy friends. Finally, coming in at number 1, I have like a love-hate relationship with this idea. I think I mostly love it, and I'm sad that it's gone. We have Denny's fried cheese melt. Look, I love cheese on a whole new level, but even I can see that this deadly dish needed to be stopped, just for everyone's heart's sake. Discontinued in 2006, Denny's used to sell a grilled cheese sandwich made up from 4 fried mozzarella sticks and 2 layers of cheese singles. Now this was all encased in some deep fried bread. Oh, and it was served with fries, so wow. I mean, who wants to live to see 40 anyway? Actually, I kinda do. Moving into number 10, we have Reese's Peanut Cup McFlurries. Ho ho mama, get me some of that peanut buttery goodness. Yes, I need you. What a soft serve whip of absolute joy. Sadly, the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup McFlurry was a limited time only thing, which is outrageous as Reese's are for life, not just for promotional periods. Other people feel my rage too. In 2015, a Facebook page was made demanding a return of the sweet treat. Sweet treats for life. Things are getting pretty dark at number 9. We have the Black Taco from Taco Bell. I feel like I expressed my feelings on food dyed black for marketing reasons when we discussed the Black Burger King burger in a previous video. For me, it's just unnecessary and black mouth. That said, I did enjoy the Unicorn Frappuccino, which is the definition of unnecessary, so what am I talking about really? The Blackjack Taco was released in 2009 and was literally just a standard ground beef taco in a black shell. The commercial for it has not aged well either, so.
Black dog.
Black taco.
Black eye. Black sheep.
Blackjack taco.
It pretty much just uses a girl in sexy thigh-high black boots to sell the snack, which, I don't know, what total genius thought of that? It's like absolute generic marketing at its very best. And you have to wonder if actually some people go out there to buy the food because they think that they're gonna see an attractive lady and they're gonna flash them a bit of leg. Tacos? No. Yes. Another Taco Bell offering at number 8, we have the grilled stuffed nacho. Okay, their spelling of stuffed is really offensive to me, like extremely offensive. Other than their lack of basic literacy, the stuffed nacho actually did look pretty good. Folded into a nacho chip shape, this was basically a burrito with cheese, beef, nacho pieces, sour cream and salad, all rolled up in a flour tortilla wrap. This was discontinued in 2013, but it did make a brief re-emergence in 2015 before it sadly disappeared again. This actually sounds gross at number 7. We have the Pizza Hut hot dog stuffed crust. Blech. I actually once tried their hamburger stuffed crust and that was disgusting, but hot dog is next level. If I want a hot dog, I'll have a hot dog. If I want a pizza, I'll have a pizza. But I'm not sure that the two pair well, mainly because I suspect the quality of the hot dog was like a little bit below par. So this abomination started in Canada. where the pizza actually had a giant hot dog stuffed around the circumference, like a really big curly sausage. Sounds like an innuendo. So this happened in 2012 but was discontinued shortly after. Then in 2015, little hot dog bites around the crust started emerging in American Pizza Hut stores. These were meant to be pulled off and dipped in mustard, which I guess I can kind of get on board with. You cannot find the original whole sausage version anywhere anymore, and the USA only has some locations that still have the little sausage bite versions. Okay, up next, this one is for all of my Nando's loving British people out there. Coming in at number 6, we have the Nando's Churrasco Thigh Burger. The Nando's Churrasco Thigh Burger was the original Nando's chicken burger, and I loved it. The Churrasco burger was flame grilled chicken thighs with crunch fino coleslaw, cheddar cheese, Churrasco Peronaise on a Portuguese roll. Now this beauty was axed to make way for the Sunset Burger. The Sunset Burger is 2 flamed grilled peri-peri chicken thighs, melted cheese, spinach, smoky red pepper jam, and it's all on a sweet bun. I for one say no to the sweet bun. I want me a roll. I also want coleslaw and the Peronaise. I'm also not sure that I want this new red pepper jam. Give me back the original, you absolute swines. From one chicken place to another, at number 5 we have the KFC Buffalo Snacker. Like all respectable discontinued fast foods, the Buffalo Snacker has its own Bring It Back or Else Facebook page, although it has a paltry 400 likes. The Buffalo Snacker was kind of like the Chicken Little but with buffalo chicken, a firm favourite in America. From a picture of it, it looks like you got buffalo wings and like a sticky buffalo sauce served with 2 rolls. It seems like these tasty little treats were discontinued circa 2010. The creator of the Facebook page shared the number to call to ask for it to be brought back. So if you want it brought back, then call this number, 1-800-225-5532. Just say you watched this video, Rebecca sent you, and you want your chicken. Now, coming into number 4, we have the Pizza Hut Bigfoot Pizza. The Bigfoot was a huge pizza with square slices that had its day in the early 90s. You got 3 to 6 different toppings, it was huge and only $10.99. It was great for a pizza party or even just a personal party, because for me, pizza makes any situation a party. I'm actually devastated that this big old slice of joy was last served in the mid-90s.
Big would be an understatement.
Very big, huge.
When it arrives, you better not be alone. Bigfoot.
We are taking things back to the vintage year of 1992. Next at number 3, we have the McJordan Special. 1992 is Michael Jordan's year, so McDonald's celebrated by giving him his very own limited edition burger, basically a quarter pounder with bacon and a special barbecue sauce. How special? Well, I'll tell you. In 2012, a bottle of that very same Michael Jordan Special sauce was sold on eBay for almost $10,000. So someone out there really missed that sweet discontinued taste. Okay, I could actually shed a little tear for this. At number 2, we have the discontinued Papa John's Cinnapie. I am all about a dessert pizza, but when fast food companies offer them, I always find them to be a flash in the pan. They're always gone way too soon. So I'm not talking about a pizza-shaped giant cookie either. No. A proper dough sweet pizza like Papa John's Cinnapie. If you had room left after your cheese feast of a first course, this Cinnapie, which is basically cinnamon and icing covered dough, would like totally sort you right out. Yum. More than one slice and yeah, you would feel sick, but that is the beauty of the dessert pizza. It's a meal ender. I feel like when I talk about food, I get really excited and animated and flap my arms. Food arms. Ow. Finally, at number 1, I dreamed a dream of classy burger times gone by. We have the Burger King Dinner Basket. In 1993, Burger King trialed a table service dining experience. While guests waited for their dinner baskets, they were served complimentary popcorn. Popcorn at Burger King. Then, when the basket arrived, they would be treated to either a Whopper, steak sandwich, meatloaf sandwich, or chicken dinner, a shrimp dinner, or fried clams in a basket. Then they got 2 sides, either fries or a baked potato, and coleslaw or a salad. Very fancy. In the end, the fancier eating experience was ditched, which I think, boo. Boo to that. Making bacon at number 10. We have the Jack in the Box Bacon Shake. At At a whopping 1,100 calories per shake, the Jack in the Box Bacon Shake is pretty much a main course and a dessert all rolled into one. In a previous episode, we talked about a Burger King bacon ice cream sundae, but Jack in the Box Shake went the whole hog, so to speak, with its full flavor. Although actually, no pig flesh was mixed into the drink, it was all just bacon flavored syrup. To me, it actually still sounds really gross. This was introduced for a promotional period in 2012, but discontinued a few months later. Coming into number 9, we have the Twix McFlurry. I don't know what the point is in getting attached to a McFlurry flavor. They're always switched in and out faster than a strobe light at a rave, and I'm just left heartbroken every time. For me, the Twix McFlurry is perfection. Ice cream, chocolate, biscuit, caramel, yum 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 yum. Oh, alas though, I haven't seen it on the menu since 2015, and honey wants me a Twix. Coming into number 8, we have the Burger King Meatloaf Sandwich. Back in 1993, Burger King were trialing a classier experience. The meatloaf sandwich was said to be delicious and emerged when the King was trialing table service. If you wanted, you could have the meatloaf sandwich with a side of jacket potato, which almost actually sounds classy. Sadly, this beaut was taken away in the mid-90s. Coming into number 7, we have Taco Bell Enchiritos. The disappearance of the Enchirito in 2013 sparked a whole article questioning its disappearance from the Huffington Post. Literally, a whole article dedicated to this one menu item. This cross between an enchilada and a burrito, topped with all of the cheese, was served in a little tin tray. People loved the tin tray. It first disappeared in 1993, but then it came back in 1999, although it was never as good as the hearty tin tray offering. Sadly, the tin tray was gone, as were the olives. After 2013, it hasn't been seen again. This is probably due to the emergence of the smothered burrito. Oh! Get me some of this sweet dipping action at number 6. We have the Pizza Hut Big Dippers. So this was a little bit like the Bigfoot from the previous episode, but the slices were rectangle, not square, making them perfect finger food and great for dipping into the little dips provided. This kind of pizza experience would also make me feel a lot better about life because the slices are so tiny that really I could trick myself into not feeling guilty. Sadly, the Big Dipper was last seen somewhere in 2016. I like to think that all of the celebrities taken away from us last year are enjoying a big dipper party in heaven somewhere, with like David Bowie passing a slice of veggie delight to Carrie Fisher. Dipping. From heaven to hell, we have the Buffalo Pulled Pork Burger from KFC. It actually looked really sad. It's almost like a cruel trick from Hades himself. I love getting way too overdramatic about food, as you can tell, by the way. Hades. Okay, but what were KFC actually thinking when they deviated from chicken? In Australia, a barbecue pulled pork burger was introduced, but it was nothing like it was advertised. The advertisements made it look like the bun was going to be filled with all kinds of glorious pulled pork, but no, it was barely there. The promotional period is up for the bun, and I think for a lot of people it's good riddance, although some people are sad and do miss them. To these people I say there are plenty of better places for pulled pork than Kentucky Fried Chicken. It was almost a mistake from the very beginning. Coming into number 4, we have Taco Bell Lunchables. 20 years ago, you used to be able to get Taco Bell Lunchables. Lunchables with like little taco shells and cheese, which for me sounds pretty great. They also kind of came with a Capri Sun, which is always fun. The commercial for it was all kinds of lols too.
Introducing new Lunchables Taco Bell Tacos and Nachos. A real fiesta of fixins for making your own tacos and nachos.
Sadly, while many Lunchables do exist on the market, the golden era is over, so goodbye Taco Bell offering. Coming into number 3, we have the chili cheese burrito from Taco Bell. Chili cheese. Yes. I've always really felt like there's a reason that cheese rhymes with yes please, just because when cheese is on the menu, the answer is always yes please. Taco Bell used to have a chili cheese burrito, and these days it bounces in and out of the menu like nobody's business. Obviously, there is a change.org petition to bring these babies back. I'm thinking that maybe it's more the frustration of not knowing where you stand with this burrito. One day it's here, the next day it's not. For me, it's confusing. More yes please to cheese at number 2, we have Burger King's Cheeseman. Cheesemas. In Europe in 2013, the festive gods at Burger King rolled out Cheesemas to its humble disciples in Europe. They had the Santa chicken sandwich, which featured breaded chicken breast, steakhouse sauce, Edam, Massam cheese slices, and the usual salad. The Santa Claus burger was the same thing, but with a beef patty. In the UK, we got Emmental cheese bites with a festive red berry sauce, and I am for one thinking bring back the cheese. Yes. Also bring back the nice red berry sauce. For me, every day is Cheesemas. Feast your eyes on this baby at number 1. We have the Red Samurai Burger from Burger King. Okay, I may have moaned about the black burger, but I think I'm actually coming around to novelty burgers now that I've seen this vision in red. Burger in red. Ow. In Japanese Burger King stores, the Red Samurai Burger was released for a limited time in 2015. It was your usual burger, but with a tomato red bun, red cheese, and hot sauce. So yeah, I think I'd take it. What about you guys?